What is going on, everyone? You're listening to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, hosted by the Marks, for the Marks, and I am your host, Mr. OTM Kyle Gagliardi. And joining me this evening is my brand new co-host, Brett. What's going on, Brett? How we doing this evening?
Hey, not a whole lot. We're doing well. We're living the dream. Everybody's alive and breathing, and that's all you can ask for nowadays.
True, and you decided to wear that Michigan hat for some reason.
I sure did. Well, listen, you gotta support the Maize and Blue this weekend.
That's right. They are in the Final Four. Okay, I'll give you that.
Four,
My
buddy.
bad.
They're in the
My
Final
bad.
Four, buddy. So
some of our teams don't make the tournament, so I forgot.
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens. It is what it is. But yeah, gotta support the Maize and Blue. A big game on Saturday might be an early national championship game between Arizona and Michigan because UConn Illinois, I do think it's going to be a good game.
Duke lost, my bad, yeah.
But Illinois or Michigan and Arizona are both very, very, very good basketball teams. So
I said that going into that Purdue matchup, man. Arizona's just a freaking wagon, and that's why I hammered Arizona going into that game. And I know Dirk doesn't want to hear us talking about that, but Dirk's in the house. He said, "Hey, I like the countdown clock. It's like I'm watching Monday Night Raw at the beginning." Well, we don't have an intro anymore because things have changed a little bit. But Dirk, that's a great name.
Well, anybody named Dirk sounds like a stand-up individual.
What a name, right? Dirk Van Fleet.
It's a great name.
Brett, I'm just glad he figured out how to work YouTube because he always used to watch us on Facebook and. He's on YouTube now, which is what we prefer, don't we?
That's big. Yeah, it's easier platform to navigate, easier to comment, and just more fluid. It's more fluid over there.
Yeah, so while you're here, and while you're like Dirk and Eric Douglas, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button because the OTM boys are on the road to 600. We might be on the road to Wrestlemania. We're also on the road to 600 over here because we're doing a lot of good things. The schedule might change a little bit these next couple of weeks, so a little breaking news for this podcast. I have said it on other shows. I will be going to WrestleMania 42, so that's a pretty big thing, obviously, Brett. This will be my second WrestleMania, so we're going to have to tweak the schedule a little bit because next week I'm also going out of town. I'm going to Arizona. We're going to talk Dynasty next week. Hopefully Ian will join us, but yeah, WrestleMania 42. I'm going. I can't wait, man.
Should be a good time, man. Vegas is awesome. It's a crazy environment. I'm sure with the WWE fans and universe that's going to be there, it'll probably only make it better, especially with all the events that they're going to have going on.
Oh, the indies
like
and stuff.
So, oh, yeah. So it's going to be a good time.
GCW.
And you get to gamble.
Oh, that might not be a good
tables, thing. Maybe some slot machines.
Yeah, I tell you what. I might have to.
Hey,
There's going to be a vlog.
Maybe you leave and you don't even have to get a job anymore. You know what I mean?
You know what?
I'm just saying.
Or maybe Triple H is like, man, you see that bald guy out there?
Yeah.
He's really been hitting the gym lately. I need a new jobber for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
son, I'll give you $500 to go out there and take a finisher.
You guys just do the bald thing where bald guys just go to each other and just rub each other's heads. That'd be awesome.
It's like a signal, like I call all the balls.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah.
Tim Vicious shows up out of nowhere. Ricochet's there. We're like, what's
Everyone
going on?
in the background just... Bald!
Hey. Okay, anyway, we're going to have to turn the repeat on.
I did. I turned off the loop. We're good.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to Mania too, Eric? Let's go. We're going to have to meet up. I'll be there from Thursday to Monday. So, I mean, I fly out Monday. It's not like I'm going to be staying there Monday, but I fly out Monday morning.
Yeah. It's a trip.
It's a long trip. That's a lot of nights for Las Vegas.
Yeah. It is. You need it because the first night you got to get your clock. You got to get your internal clock changed because
I'll be up all night.
You're traveling 3 hours back in time, essentially. So it's like,
well, here's the thing,
you adjust.
Though. Vogus is going, so I do have a counterpart here for my WrestleMania adventures, but he doesn't fly until Friday. So I fly in Thursday night. I'm probably going to be up at the blackjack table until 2 a.m. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean,
let's be real.
You might.
What else am I going to do? It's nighttime in Vegas. I'll hit the shop if you know what I'm saying. Certain shops that you can't get in the state of Indiana that should be in the state of Indiana, but I don't want to go there. No, Eric, that's just too much, man. That's too much ketchup for me.
Yeah, it's way too much ketchup.
I can't do that, Brett. But you know what? There is a way I could do it. Eric, I would go to Monday Night Raw if everybody just went on over to the OnTheMarkWrestlingPodcast.com, got yourself one of these brand new white On The Mark Wrestling Podcast tees established in 2019, which is funny, Brett, because there's a certain tag team in NXT that goes by OTM. But they didn't start in 2019, so we're the real ones.
Yeah, we might need to file a trademark and take him to court because, listen.
Could we take him in the ring?
They saw something. I think we could.
I don't think we could.
We're getting in shape.
Maybe in a couple years.
We're getting in shape.
The return of KJG and
the KJG kicks.
I tell you what, man, KJG. We speaking of, so this actually plays into one of Eric's questions. We're talking about KJG. That was my backyard wrestling, garage wrestling, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Our company that we had, that was my moniker. You just went as your name, so it's a simple, which is very easy to comprehend. But I did show our match at the biggest show that we ever did on the last 24-hour main event stream, and that stream happened on Memorial Day weekend, and next stream will be happening this Memorial Day weekend. So get ready, 24 hours, main event moves are happening. OTM's going to be a part of it. That means, Brett, you're going to have to work on a weekend.
I can manage that. I'll have two children.
Can you give me an hour? Can you give me an hour?
I'll probably have 2 children with me, but I'll be able to manage it, yeah.
Because you got to be a part of the marathon. You're a part of the network. We're a part of the network.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll be able to probably squeak in an hour, especially if it's a 24-hour stream. I might be able to sneak it in the evenings as well. So we'll see. We'll play it by ear.
I will literally send out the invite to everybody in the Main Event Wrestling Network for this stream, so you could necessarily pop in whenever you want. You just want to say it and say hi. They're like, who's this guy?
Yeah, I'm just gonna show up and random points. I'm gonna completely change the subject too. They're gonna be talking something like so intently, and I'm just gonna come in and be like, "Yeah, yesterday I was eating a glizzy and I spilled mustard all over my shirt," and they're gonna be like, "What's happening?" And then I'm gonna drop out, and they're gonna have no idea what happened.
I think that would be pretty interesting. But to be fair, there's not a lot of people in the network that break things down quite like I do. Everybody has their different approach. So your conversation might fit right in with what the conversation's being had.
You're probably right.
But that's why we love the Main Event Wrestling Network, because you can get people like Tino, who's live all the time.
All the time.
He had a stand and deliver
show. Tino basically is live 24/7.
He might be live right now. That's the running gag here at the Main Event Wrestling Network. So make sure you show some love to Tino. But we are on that road to WrestleMania 42. We talked about it last week. You ready to get into a little bit more this week?
Let's do it.
So let's go back. Actually, no. This wasn't on SmackDown. This is a SmackDown name. That's why I got confused. We're not going back to last week. We're going back to the start of Monday Night Raw because Cody Rhodes kicked things off, which shouldn't have been a surprise. They were at MSG. It's New York. It's a big town. You got to have QB1 on the show, right? Did not see Stephanie McMahon coming out. That came out of left field. I'm not going to lie, Brett. I was very surprised to see it. Before I share my thoughts on the segment as a whole, because I already have really on Kayfabe Coffee, but I got to share here as well.
Yeah.
How did you feel about this segment? Do you think this really enhanced the feud between him and Randy Orton?
I think it added another interesting angle to it, or another interesting wrinkle to it. I've been saying for a long time, and I'm going to probably still continue to say it up until WrestleMania, and hopefully it'll end there. But I think there needs to be another element to Cody Rhodes. I think he's been getting stale as a champion. I think it's been the same old thing. It's the same old storylines every time he gets into some sort of rivalry. So this adds a little bit of flair to it. Obviously, it's Orton. It's that mentor-mentee sort of angle that they're taking. But I do think it's interesting that they decided to go, you know what, all right, let's throw this wrinkle. Let's not only make it this mentor-mentee, let's make it this, maybe this David and Goliath type of feel where it's like, Cody, you're good, and you're the guy now, but when Randy's like this, he's unbeatable. So, I do like that they're this is what they're trying to pull on. I'm interested to see if it actually hits the way they want it to hit. But I don't necessarily hate it. I think it brings something, like I said, to the feud that isn't just they get together every week and then have to get pulled apart by security.
Sure.
Because that seems to be the running thing that they love to do right now.
And it's not just their feud. It's every
it's
every championship feud is going like that. And that's why I like this, because I was curious on what your thoughts were. Because full disclosure, guys, me and Brett don't talk pre-show. I don't know his opinions. We don't text during the show. So this is our time to catch up. Because a lot of people were indifferent about it. But I think it adds another wrinkle into that story. Because like you said, everything was so surface level at the beginning of this feud. And it didn't really need to be deep at the beginning, to initiate the feud. Because they have so much history already tied in with those two. But this is just adding another voice into Cody's head, putting doubt into Cody Rhodes, because Cody's been at the top. You said it for 4 years now, probably ever since he returned to the WWE.
Yep.
You get in his ear, and everybody, who knows who's going to show up on SmackDown this week, because Randy was on the phone once again on Twitter talking to him and saying he's going to be in St. Louis, so show up. I still have no idea who's going to show up on Friday, but those are the little things that keep you interested, and that's what makes this a worthy main event for night one, I would say.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think either way in the ring, it'll be a good match, and hopefully the storytelling of the match itself will be good. We've had in the past, some builds that just don't necessarily hit the way that we think they should. And again, that's as fans, that's kind of our own personal opinion on whether something is actually hitting or not, right? But
no, 100%.
At the end of the day, again, this adds another wrinkle. This gets us a little bit more intrigued. Obviously, they have the Orton angle. It's like, oh, who is he talking to on the phone? And now they've got the Stephanie McMahon getting into the head of Cody Rhodes a little bit. Saying, hey, you're still kind of the mentee, right? You're the guy, but you're not the guy.
You're not the legend killer, the apex predator, the guy that has all the aura in the world.
Exactly. So, again, I think it makes it a little bit more interesting. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that segment to kick off because, again, like you said, very unexpected. Didn't know Stephanie was coming out. Didn't know that they were even going to be playing this angle. I thought Cody was just going to come out. What do you want to talk about? And then just fucking leave, right? And then, whoa, and then that's it. But no,
hey, be careful. Cody could be watching. I retweeted this episode, and he does follow.
I mean, listen, I didn't say anything.
QB1, if you want to.
If you want to be my ass, he can.
He can come on this podcast, too. We could discuss the build to WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't think he would do it, but
I'd welcome him.
We've had some great interviews, though. I don't mean to pat ourselves on the back lately, but you hear the name Ben Bishop. It got mentioned in Cody Rhodes' podcast last week.
Yeah.
Ben Bishop was on our podcast just a couple months ago.
It was.
Just saying this. And he's a great guy. Great guy. We love Ben.
We love him.
Okay.
He's a great guy.
I knew
you're right.
I knew it was going to that. I knew it. No, it's fine. You could kept running with it. We also love Sam Beal over here, Trevor Outlaw, Tootie Lynn, and Missa Kate. So shout out to all the people that have stopped by and hung out with OTM over here. Who knows who we could have on the show going forward. But we're actually getting closer to 300 episodes, which I didn't really realize because I've been so caught up with the Main Event Network. I don't know what time frame that puts us at. I would guess late summer. But man, we're gonna have to plan something big, Brett. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, so we got 15 more after this?
Yeah,
right?
15 weeks then essentially. Yeah.
So
it's 15 weeks from now.
15
That's
weeks
5 months.
Would be just
or that's bad math. That's 4 months.
I was like, there's
4
weeks in a month.
Yeah, my bad. I skipped a week.
You said 5 months.
With
you
confidence.
So confidently,
I know.
though. Like if
clip that.
Was
Clip
able
that.
to do quick math, if nobody was able to do quick math, they would have been like,
I graduated with a 3.2. Okay.
Everyone would have been like, yeah, 5 months. He's right.
That's good stuff right there. Good, clean family fun.
But yeah, we'll figure it out.
We will. Tino said, I think it was a good way to start reminding a lot of the stuff that she was doing with Orton back in 2009 during the WrestleMania 25 with Randy punting Stephanie again, maybe. That's what Tino's throwing out there. I mean, Stephanie also has, history with Dusty being Cody's dad. So they brought that into the equation as well. And we all know that's how you pull at Cody's heartstrings, is by mentioning Dusty Rhodes. So I don't know if Orton would punt Stephanie, especially with Stephanie being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I don't think that's the angle that they're going with. I do think it's going to be maybe not every week, but I do think some sort of WWE Hall of Famer or someone is going to be in Cody's ear the rest of the way.
Locker room leader.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. I ultimately don't think it's going to be anything crazy. I think it should be a clean match, if you will, at WrestleMania. One being again, if Orton wins, I think
in a heelish way,
he'll win in a heelish way. But it's going to be clean to the point of no interference. Nobody's going to come out.
It's got to be a punt.
Massive, right? It's not going to be this massive hoopla of people showing up to. Nope. Let these two figure it out. Let them fight it out in the ring. And if it ends with a punt, that would be. I think that would probably blow the roof off of Allegiant.
I think that's the cherry on top to this feud because
That'd be
I
crazy.
still haven't got to a point mentally where I see Cody Rhodes retaining. I just don't see what's the benefit of Cody defeating Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Give me one good reason Cody Rhodes should defeat Randy, and that's for anybody watching as well.
So I think so. This is the angle I think because I want Orton to win personally, but I think where they're trying to go with this now, including including Steph in it coming in saying, "Hey, you're not really this guy. You're not that kind of guy." I think what it does for Cody is okay. Maybe he does have that killer instinct that they've been trying to build on, and maybe that's not a part of a character that he can play well. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a character he's not comfortable playing, or if he can even go to that place in terms of how Randy has turned. And if he can, then let's play at that angle. Because like if Cody has to do whatever it takes, and it has to be against Orton, can he pull out all the stops and get over that hump and beat Orton? I don't disagree with you. I don't see a world where Cody does retain. It doesn't seem like it give Orton 15, right? Like let's
make it interesting with John.
Yeah, let's let him make
Speaking
a
of
good
John,
run with it and go.
What if they brought John into getting Cody's ear? John's had history with Randy. He knows what Randy can do.
Yeah, I could see him be like, "Hey, be careful," like, "Hey,"
passing by maybe backstage. I don't think you need to make it a segment. I think
no.
I
don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a segment. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think that's the angle they would take if they have Cody retaining. Is he, finally conforms and turns into that killer instinct that people have been looking for from him.
Homelander.
Exactly. And then
we're off to the races with a heel summer Cody run.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I don't know if they're going to do it.
No, I don't think they will. But
who knows? WWE's doing some wild things right now. Like, we got new tag team champions. The Vision defeated the Usos. Obviously, there was some fuckery going on ringside. Show Speed was there, but I do want to give Speed credit because you could definitely tell that Speed cares. Like, he cares about the craft of WWE, and he's putting an effort into it. And I thought he played his role perfectly in this, and obviously he accidentally hit LA Knight. LA Knight got involved in this match. I think we see where this is going at WrestleMania, but the fact that we got new tag champs is kind of surprising for some, but I do believe last week we both predicted the Vision to walk away with the tag team titles. So how do you feel about that match, first off, and them actually winning those tag titles?
Yeah, I mean, it was predictable, at least in our eyes, right? Like, we called it last week. Like, there's no way they're gonna have, if they're gonna have the Usos intertwined with this Punk Roman feud and kind of reforming of the bloodline, if you will, they had to take the tag titles off of them. And also, the rumors are true. Jimmy's taking time off, obviously, to spend time with his wife and child. So yeah, I mean, it was an okay match. I mean, for it to be.
It was anything goes, right?
Anything goes. Yeah, I was gonna say Extreme Rules. It's Extreme Rules, jackass.
They they said holy shit or something for a routine table spot that you see at any independent wrestling show imaginable.
I'm like, well, and you're taking the sticks and hitting. He's got a garbage can on his head. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's the WWE.
You don't have to go to the AEW extreme and like just shove a fucking hammer into their head.
Right.
But like,
give us something.
We can do better. So yeah,
it's I get they want to protect the superstars, but at some point,
absolutely. But
let the talent be talented.
Yeah, I mean, the match didn't really do it for me. I mean, I liked the aspect where they added Speed into it and added that little wrinkle with LA Knight being out there and things like that. So, I think it'll be an interesting match. I mean, Speed's extremely athletic, so I think he can be.
You're talking about if the Vision and Speed were to team up against the Usos and LA Knight,
right? If that happens, if that's a match that happens, I think it would be rather interesting to see Speed perform in a ring. I think he's super athletic. He has kind of the same, not necessarily background Logan Paul did coming into this, because Logan Paul had a little bit of the boxing background and things like that. But Speed's super athletic, man. I think he could surprise a lot of people in the ring. But I mean, again, this had to happen. Give the Vision some sort of momentum, considering it completely died when everybody kept getting hurt. So
true.
Let them.
This is something.
Let them try to build on this heel tag team with Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and we'll see where it goes. I think I would think maybe they would do a rematch with the Usos, but then that kind of contradicts my point of them being involved in the Punk Roman feud. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, they might do it just to get it out of the way, and then the Vision retains successfully once again, and then they set up that match, the 6-man tag. Or maybe they just do LA Knight versus Speed. I don't know, because we saw LA Knight attack Speed on stream today.
Yeah, he got his lick back.
Lick back. And that clip went viral as hell. So to the people that just don't get why celebrities are involved, this is why. I mean, you could speak to it because you used to be a relatively larger Twitch streamer. You know the capacity that he can reach, who he can reach with his audience. Yeah. Bringing Speed in is only going to do good things for the WWE.
Absolutely. It's going to bring in his fan base. His fan base will watch it, and he's got a ton of subscribers and followers and things of that nature. So it brings in a whole nother generation. He's only 21 himself, so it's going to bring in the younger people that they usually are used to bring in to the WWE on a very consistent basis. So,
but not in the John Cena do way.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Because there's a difference. Like you're targeting a different kid with that than with Speed. Those kids aren't watching the Speed streams. But no. We got another match announced for WrestleMania. We kind of saw this one coming as well. Yep. Women Tag Team Championship match will be a 4-way. We got the Bella Twins, the Irresistible Forces, who are the champions, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and good Lord, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. That is correct. Now listen, I think we said it last week. It's WrestleMania. You got to get as many people on the card. I get it.
Yeah.
I just worry because sometimes multi-women matches can get clunky.
Yeah.
I just don't want this to get... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I'm hoping for the best here. I'm trying to remain optimistic for it, but it doesn't excite me, is I think what I'm ultimately getting to here.
Well, and we hinted at it last week, where it's like when you put that much star power into a match, and you have so many different angles. Now, I will say this. They've done a better job with the build of this than they did War Games. War Games!
Yeah.
Because... that was just a smorgasbord of, hey, let's just throw as much women talent into a match as
the big
we
names.
Can. Yeah, and go from there. Here, they've at least built the tag team feuds over the last few weeks. Great Brown.
We out here.
But, yeah, I mean, I just... It's one of those matches where, like, the build for me has been kind of slow. I don't know if the payoff is really going to hit either.
What is the winning payoff here? Is it Bayley and Lyra? Because that seems the one in your face.
That's my assumption. Is,
but they did that last year with Becky and Lyra, didn't they?
They did. But I mean, Becky was the surprise return, and then they lost it the following night. This time it would kind of feel
they
more
have
like
a story,
more like a longer run at it. But they're playing ECE in the background. R.I.P. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't push me over the edge. I'm excited to see the women that are in the match, but
minus the Bellas.
I don't. If I talk about the Bellas, I get on a soapbox, and I don't want to do that. So,
I don't know. If you start yelling, we might get more views. So if you want to,
that's true.
YouTube does weird shit like that. I've noticed when I get on my soapbox and I start ranting, the ratings go up. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, I mean, people want to see people get mad. You know what I mean? Well,
where's he been? Where's producer Deadpool at? Oh, you can't just
it's Headpool. This is Headpool. This is producer Headpool. He is handling everything. Look at the. He is handling everything on the back end in terms of the audio. Look at the camera, Dick.
Oh. That was him. He's playing with the audio.
Yeah. He's not a fan of me right now. Does this look fake? Does this look fake, Tino?
Yeah. See? Yeah, GBH remembers that moment.
Oh yeah, it's a great clip.
I'm surprised that clip didn't get taken off YouTube, but it was a toy gun. It was a fake gun.
It's fake. What are you doing down there?
Oh,
okay. All right. Yeah, this is a family show. This is a family show. I'm gonna put him back.
Anyways. Yeah, jeez. That was something. Women's tag team fatal 4-way scheduled for WrestleMania. We'll preview that in a couple weeks. But as of right now, excitement levels aren't there. But I'll tell you where they're at. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Oba. Oba. I mean, come on. How can you not be excited for this match?
I don't know. I don't know if you have a pulse if you're not excited.
Everything they have done, every single week has been perfect. This week, Oba comes out because Brock's ready to fight now. Brock's in his ring gear. He's ready to go. He's prepared for Oba, right?
Yeah.
Oba's smarter than that. Oba just went around the ring slowly. Yep. He was a predator looking at his prey. Steps into the ring and then gets in the way. Triple H. Now, before the internet goes crazy, I know everybody hates Triple H now.
Yeah.
I think that the executive of the company coming into this segment was smart because realistically, you don't want your two biggest stars fighting before WrestleMania and giving it away for free. So first off, stop your bitching right there. Second off, Brett, if this isn't the most looking forward to match on the card, I don't know what could be else. It's Oba and Brock. It's got to be the number one match.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. To the people who are mad about Triple H getting involved, fucking deal with it. That's what I'm going to tell you. Fucking deal with it. Who gives it? It's his World Wrestling Entertainment. You're going to, the booker shouldn't be involved in the match. Are you fucking serious? You realize Vince McMahon had an entire fucking run in WWE as a wrestler and was booking himself. So suck my ass and shut up. But yes, this match is probably one of the better ones that we're going to see. In my opinion, it should be a main event. It should be a main event.
I think it should kick off.
I see, and that's what I think is going to happen because Brock wants to go home. But, this is a big match. This is a massive match between two athletic, just freaks of human beings, and to see them in the ring is going to be just an absolute spectacle. Which is why they're not even going to try to tease it. They're like, you know what? We already had the instance where Brock tried to do the F5, got clotheslined out of the ring. We've already had Oba do the fall from grace. So we don't need anything else at that point. We're already building to the point where Brock is supposedly this is the biggest challenge he's ever had to face type of thing. And that for me, it brings in another layer. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I think this is one of the more intriguing matchups, I think, outside of the scope of WWE, where people are looking at it like, that's gonna be a fun match to watch. I'm gonna want to watch that, especially with the first hour gonna be being on.
That's a good point.
ESPN,
and that's why you kick off WrestleMania Night 1 with Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. You start as hot as possible. You shut off the lights. You do the Oba entrance to kick off WrestleMania. That's the winning formula right there. And there is no world where I see Brock Lesnar beating Oba Femi, but if he does,
he shouldn't.
I don't know how I'm going to react if Brock Lesnar defeats Oba Femi, because Oba Femi essentially is the next Brock Lesnar. That's what they're positioning him to be, because we've said it before, and you've probably heard another podcaster say it too, but it's true. When Brock Lesnar is emotionally invested into a story like he is now, that's one of the best wrestlers on the planet. Yeah. Without a doubt. And that's only going to do wonders for Oba Femi in the future. But if he loses, it does nothing for Oba. Oba's screwed, I think.
I don't think it hurts Oba even if he loses to Brock Lesnar. Just think about how you just explained Brock Lesnar. Yeah,
beat the streak.
So if he loses to Brock Lesnar, I don't think it's a horrible thing. Again, I'm with you. I don't think Oba loses. I don't think Oba loses. But if Brock refuses to put him over, I still think there's a story you can build with Oba. It's like, okay, Oba is a dominating force. He took Brock to the limit. Brock squeaked it out because Brock is Brock, and Brock is who he is. Like you said, beat the streak. He's smashed John Cena, who is considered the greatest of all time. Like, he's gone toe-to-toe with some of the best wrestlers the company has seen, and he has physically dominated them. Yeah. So if Oba doesn't win, it's like, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of people that have beaten Brock. So
people are going to be mad.
I mean, people will be mad, but people are going to be mad regardless. It doesn't matter what you do. That's Someone's going to be pissed. Oba comes out in blue tights, and people are going to freak out about it because his stuff is green. So, let's just...
I just got his t-shirt.
Everybody just chill out with the anger and let it play.
I can't chill out with that match. That match is. I can't tell you
No,
the last
it's gonna
time
be
I've looked forward to a match this much in my life. Like that match is literally why I bought a ticket to WrestleMania. I'm not even joking you. Other things were in play, but that match sold me. And I think in the last couple weeks they've been selling me on a lot of these matches, and some are thrown together like the women's tag and Gunther versus Seth Rollins. Now, listen, we talked months ago. We assumed Rollins and Breakker was going to be the plan for WrestleMania.
Yep.
You got to pivot. You got to do something.
Yeah.
You got to get Rollins on the card. You got to get Gunther on the card. And I think Gunther probably would have been with Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania retiring Rey. That can't happen because Rey's hurt. This is probably the best option that we got left. You got to get them on the card. So I guess throw them in a match.
So I was gonna say, let me ask you this: do you though? Do you have to throw them on the card? Can they not be? I mean, Seth has been a thorn in Heyman's side for how long? If the Vision do have a tag team match, you could have had Rollins come out and do some shit with that. Screw with Paul.
Rollins has missed a few WrestleManias due to injury.
And I understand that. And on the flip side of it, it's like, Gunther, what the hell were they doing with Gunther? He's retiring people, but he just isn't on the show anymore. So it's like seeing him, yeah, that's great. But like this match, for me, so Rollins is back. How you can't, do you have Rollins lose? Because if Gunther loses, that takes away all of his momentum of retiring fucking people.
Yeah. Gunther's got to win.
But also, Rollins has been at the top of the main event scene for how long? So, like, what does that do for Rollins to lose?
You know what I think this could be?
Match? It's just, it's a weird match, because it's like, I don't know.
I have an explanation to it.
Yeah.
What's
the end goal?
Paul Heyman might be in Gunther's ear. He might be trying to put out Seth Rollins.
Paul Heyman guy?
Well, maybe Gunther just wants a favor, and then maybe Gunther in return asks to retire his beast in Minneapolis at SummerSlam. What if that's what it is? He's like, hey, Heyman's like, Rollins has been a pain in my ass for the past year. If you could destroy him, put him out at WrestleMania again, I'll give you Brock. Then I'd be it.
Here's the thing. I don't see that as a favor for I don't think
Heyman.
Paul is going to serve up Brock Lesnar on a serval.
Well, maybe he would because Oba lost.
Well, my whole thing is
Oba won. Sorry.
I do think it'll end up playing out that way. I don't know if this is how they would do it. It would probably be something along the lines of Paul's like, with Gunther kind of talking in his ear about Rollins, so on and so forth, and then potentially costs Gunther the match, right? Then Gunther starts to come after Paul. Enter Brock to protect Paul.
That's got to be it.
So on and so forth. So that's
there's
a
connection.
Yeah, but like this again, just throwing this match together, as far as like what it benefits each wrestler, it doesn't to me. I mean, and it would hurt Gunther to lose in my eyes.
Yeah.
Even because then it's like, oh, okay, now he's losing. You've tapped out. People are gonna keep chanting shit. And then it's like, oh, then you have him go against Brock and beat Brock. It's like, okay, yeah, all right. And then he's going to fizzle out, unfortunately, because the crowd is going to get bored with him. And then that's the ultimate death sentence to a wrestler. But then with Rollins, you're like, I don't know. I just don't know, because I don't know what the main event with Punk and Roman is going to hand us. So it's like, do you keep Rollins in the main event scene? Do you have him just keep running amok? I don't know.
The thing is with that segment, too, is like on the road to WrestleMania, you should be feeling excited about everything that you see on your television screen.
Yep.
And I think Gunther and Seth Rollins are probably top 10 wrestlers on planet Earth right now.
Yeah.
That didn't excite me. I didn't get excited seeing those two. I didn't see Gunther, going after Rollins and be like, oh, I can't wait to see it. No. But I understood it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from here. It's like, I get it. They're two huge names in the company. It's the biggest show of the year. Might as well just put them up against each other and worry about the explanation later, right?
Was this just more of an outside noise was starting to leak in? Because, like, obviously people were complaining Gunther wasn't on TV, and then all of a sudden he's on fucking TV. So it's like, again, I'm a firm believer in don't force it, right? It's like, if Gunther doesn't fit on a WrestleMania card right now, he just doesn't fit.
Yeah.
He's still the guy who retired John Cena. He's still the guy who retired AJ Styles. You can have him come out at WrestleMania and fuck with Brock. You don't have to. But again, obviously, I'd rather see that match be just Brock and Oba. But I'm just spitballing like other ways that Gunther could have appeared or showed up outside of being in a particular match. You don't have to force feed us a match that doesn't matter, especially at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I hear where you're coming from.
WrestleMania. It is the pinnacle of it all, right? Like this is what all of the stories end at WrestleMania. And
Gunther and Rollins.
With exactly 2 weeks before Mania. All right, here we go.
You know what that is? That is, and I know you don't watch NXT, so you probably won't know the reference, but it's exactly what NXT did on the way to Stand and Deliver. They realized they had 2 weeks left. They're like, oh yeah, wait. They didn't even announce the Women's Championship match at the end of the show. They went off the air with confusion. They didn't even say, all right, that's who's facing JCJ. And they're like, we'll just announce it on Twitter in a couple days. I'm like, guys, you got to have a plan. And you're like you said, things happen, injuries happen. It's tough.
Happen.
Very tough with Seth Rollins because he was going to face Braun Breaker. 100%. That had to have been the way. Yeah. Kyle, who's the number one contender for MJF's title? That's a good question. I don't know. We're not talking AEW right now.
That's not me. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't talk AEW on non-AEW related shows. Yeah. And I'm going to be honest with you, Eric. I don't know much about Danny Luna whatsoever, so I couldn't really comment on that as well. Neither of us don't watch TNA.
I haven't watched TNA since AJ Styles was there.
Okay.
Originally.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting that Eric asked this question. How did they decide who got to be in the ladder match? Because I do have an answer for him. Apparently, all those people won main event matches. And that's how they got into the IC ladder match. So let's go back. Penta retained against Kofi Kingston. Yep. And then we get a ladder match announcement. Okay? Like, I love ladder matches, and I think there should be one at every single WrestleMania. My thing is, I think it would have been better suited for the U.S. title because you have Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov, Trick Williams, and Sami Zayn. And then you wouldn't have left Carmelo Hayes off of the fucking card after putting in all that work for the title. Yeah. Instead, you're throwing together this IC title match, which look at the cast here. Javon Evans, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Dragon Lee. Yeah. I would say 2 names belong there. Can you guess which 2 I'm saying, other than Penta, obviously?
Oh, other than Penta, probably Javon and Dragon Lee.
Yeah, Javon and Dragon Lee are the 2 that belong there. I don't know how JD... Once again, it is because they won main event matches, but... On TV, they haven't done anything.
You got to put some guys in that are just going to take the big hits. Right?
JD will do that. He's got a big head.
JD's going to take that. He does have a big head. Yeah. He could take out 2 tables with that head.
Mm-hmm.
But
will they add more? Probably. AAA talent.
Yeah. I don't. It'll be exciting. I think that's the thing.
It's gonna be really fun.
Penta in a match. You got Dragon Lee in the match as well.
He's been hot.
Javon, these are guys that are high flyers, young. Like, this is going to be a match that is, like, physically... It's going to be one of those fast-paced matches where you, like, have to catch your breath.
Don't look at your phone during it, yeah.
Yeah, something is going to happen, like, every second of that match. So, I mean, I think that it'll serve its purpose. It'll serve the
car crash match.
Yeah, the ladder match, car crash, just... Everybody's like, holy shit, this is awesome. Like, he's doing flips. Penta's got pyro coming out of his back as he flips and hits
Mexican destroyers through ladders. Yeah, you're gonna have it. Javon Evans is gonna be flying through everything. It's gonna be incredible. Yeah. And Javon's probably the favorite, at least looking at this cast of characters and how he's been booked recently. I think Dragon Lee could be a fun surprise win as well, just because I feel like he's had some good matches too. But like I said a little bit ago, I think a AAA talent gets involved, whether it's Vikingo, Mr. Iguana. Yeah. I don't know. They're going to get some AAA exposure onto WrestleMania, as they 100%. Should, because they've invested a lot of time and stories that are going through. Like, Penta has a story going in AAA. Title, right? I was just going to say, isn't he
against
Vikingo.
The title against Vikingo?
Yeah, I'm surprised you knew that. Look at you.
See, I know my stuff.
Wow. Brett might know more than Ian, and Ian was the co-host forever.
Listen, I'm back. All right,
that's what I like to hear. That's a deep cut right there that not a lot of people know. Yeah,
I may not, watch it.
Let's have fun.
Minute, but
let's put Rey Fenix in the match because that's Penta's brother. Yeah. They said they're going to look at SmackDown too, maybe get a participant. So Throw Ray Phoenix in there, get another luchador, get somebody from AAA.
Yeah.
And let's have a good time.
Well, it's just everybody love everybody and go through a table. That's all I want to see.
Rusev's such an odd man out in this match. Why is he here?
He did. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've talked about this in previous shows too, though. I don't know what to do with Rusev.
I don't think they know what to do with Rusev, Brett.
Has anybody ever known what to do with Rusev?
When he was feuding with Cena, that was probably peak, and that was about it. Yeah, the young OG needs to win. I don't know if he needs to win, but he's definitely a favorite.
I feel like if he so hear me out, and this is because I feel like we've been dropping IC titles and US titles too much, in my opinion.
Penta could retain.
I don't love that they keep making it. Well, let's just keep handing it to people. Let's give it to somebody and let them make a run with it, make a story with it, right?
Like Melo was doing,
right? But so if you're going to put it on Evans, that's fine. Let him have it.
It'll work.
Let's find something outside of just open challenges every week because it's just lazy. It's lazy writing.
Yeah,
build something. You can build a mid-card title rivalry. You can do it.
Well, they're doing that on SmackDown. They are with the United States title.
Now they are.
Well, they kind of have been. Like with Ilya and Melo, it felt like they were building to a one-on-one for that match right there, for that title. But no, Sami Zayn is the new United States champion, and then Trick Williams just automatically gets that title match at WrestleMania. So now Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov, who have put a lot of time into storytelling and making the U.S. title feel very legit. Important. Now it's going to Sammy and Trick just because they had a side feud going on the whole time. You could have done it without the title, Brett. You could have had Sammy versus Trick 100%. On the card.
100%. And you're not going to get an argument from me because you and I have talked about it before. You love Sami Zayn. I don't.
I wouldn't say I love Sami Zayn. I'm a fan of Sami Zayn.
You're a fan of Sami Zayn. I'm not. So this feels like I feel like I have to force Sami Zayn on the WrestleMania card.
It's exactly what it feels like.
That's what it felt like to me. I'm like, he's not as big as a fan favorite in my eyes. I don't think he's as big as a fan favorite as the company thinks he is.
Or an underdog.
or an underdog.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I had mentioned that in a previous show too, where I was like, the underdog shtick is over. It's done. Like it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah,
his
wins.
character hasn't evolved from it. So
that's a fair point.
Why are we pushing that? Like now we get Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn, and I hope to God Trick Williams squashes him, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
And they still could add people. I mean, we got 3 more SmackDowns. There's one tomorrow.
I mean, I could see.
Do you add Carmelo and Ilya?
Yeah. Do they make it a fatal 4-way? If they do, that makes it more intriguing to me.
I definitely think it's the winning decision.
I do too.
I don't think anybody's sitting here and saying, "Yeah, I want Sammy versus Trick for the title."
Sammy into it. Why didn't we have Ilya and Carmelo and Trick in a triple threat match? Give me the young up and coming talent in one match. Let me feast, please.
NXT.
Leave Sammy out of it.
I think we know Brett's answer to Eric's question. Yes, he would have left Sammy out. Sammy is like Liv before she won the title in 2022. That's what it feels like they're trying to build, but I just don't know if it's organically getting over with much of the audience right now. It's like it goes back to what I said earlier, man. You could have just done Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn without the title, and then got them back into the title scene after WrestleMania.
You could have.
What the hell did you just drop?
I just dropped my ring. You could have just. I have glass underneath my desk
okay.
chair,
I was gonna say, why did it sound like that?
Yeah, I have carpet up here. I need this glass so I can slide around when I'm working. Anyways, you could have had this as a match prior to WrestleMania, or you could have had this as a match that
the SmackDown before Mania.
That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I didn't know if I said that. You could have had this as like a winner goes into the title match at WrestleMania type of thing, and have
like a
Trick win. Right.
Yeah.
But instead,
you could have done Melo Ilya straight up for the title, U.S. title, and made Trick versus Sammy Falls Count Anywhere #1 contendership match.
Yeah.
Everybody wins. You get everybody on the card, and you don't add another multi-man match because that's a criticism you see a lot. Yeah. It's like, we just want to get all these teams and all these people on the WrestleMania card because you got to get that paycheck, or we could just do it that Why doesn't WWE do number one contender matches anymore? That goes back to what you're saying with the open challenges and everything with the mid-card. Whatever happened to just straight up having a one-on-one match or maybe winning a string of matches, gaining momentum, and then getting that title opportunity?
Yeah, I think it's just bad writing right now.
Road Dogg's gone.
I feel like I feel like they're focusing on the main event, which is fine.
They're doing great.
It makes sense. I understand that. But like, if you feel like your team is stretched too thin to the point where you're doing open challenges for both mid-card titles,
I don't think they think it's thin if they're doing that.
They're not allocating resources. Clearly, they could bring somebody. They could bring somebody like me, or I'm a bad example. They could bring somebody who doesn't watch wrestling anymore, or who hasn't watched wrestling in a long time, or has never watched it, and be like, oh, I don't know. I guess an open challenge, genius. Like, allocate resources then. Like, if you don't have the resources because you're focusing X amount of people on the main event, then bring in people who can focus on only mid-card. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like I said, it seems lazy for a company at this size with this much money that is going to continue to make money every single year in spite of itself. Like, why skimp us on titles that made some of the biggest superstars that have graced their presence in this business?
For sure, no.
That's where they get their start, is the mid-card. Like,
they have a surplus of it, too. They do.
So
there's tag team guys that could be in the mid-card title scene, too, realistically, that are hanging out in the tag division. But as a whole, I think the build is finally starting to get there. Like I said, obviously there's excitement levels on my end of things. And a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that I bought a ticket and I'm going to be there.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Objectively, if you look at the card as a whole right now, I think the build to Roman and Punk is probably an A.
Yeah.
Not an A+. I'd give it an A. I'd say Rhea and Jade's like a B. It's not bad.
B for call each other bitch every time they come out?
Yeah, I guess a B- maybe. Stephanie and Liv has been fun.
Oh, God, they hate each other.
That actually feels like, and that's why I think it's been fun.
That's how you know it's working, yeah.
Exactly. So that I would give an A, and then I think Randy and Cody is getting to an A. I can't wait for Brett's reaction when Sammy wins the world title at 43 next year. Who knows? I might have a different co-host.
I swear I'll get butt naked and twerk on stream.
No, don't do that. No, nobody wants that.
I'll get butt naked.
Nobody asked for that.
And I'll start twerking on stream.
Nobody in the chat asked for that.
I'll do a 24-hour live stream, butt naked, twerking on stream.
If Sammy wins the world title next year.
If Sammy wins the world title next year. And Eric, you better be there subbing. That's all I have to say about it.
He will be there. Eric's always here. Eric's the MVP, and we don't even have to debate on who's going to be walking away with that title this week. And that title we're talking about, is the MVM title, the most illustrious title in all of wrestling podcasts.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, we've been around the block a time or two. This is year 7 for OTM. We've been here for a while, but we want to remind you that things might look different, but we ain't going nowhere. This logo is going to be everywhere for the foreseeable future, so come along for the ride. We are on the road to 600 subscribers over here at OTM. Yep. Be a friend, tell a friend. Just tell one person. Yep. Whether you're going to the dispensary, the liquor store, other places. I don't know why I went to, drugs right away.
But. Yeah, you went to some downers real quickly. But yeah, I mean, listen, everybody is somebody in this world, right? So
I guess we're somebody, right? We're somebody in the Main Event Wrestling Network.
We're somebody.
Sure.
Listen. We're everybody. Everybody has their thing, right? I mean, we're here. We're alive. We're talking wrestling. We're having a good time doing it. We've got Eric. We've got Tino. We've got the great Braun Hope.
Dirk's probably still here. Yeah,
Dirk. We got Dirk in here as well. So, listen, we appreciate the support. We appreciate the love. Obviously, click the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notified every time that there's a video and we go live. You need to be here to see the meteoric rise that is going to hit very, very soon.
And it's not just us. It's literally everybody. We're bringing everybody with us at the Main Event Wrestling Network because I guarantee you, all these big-time sites like Fightful, Body Slam, whatever, you want to name it, they have the followers. They have the following. They have the bots in the chat. But they don't have the connections that we build here. At OTM, at the Main Event Wrestling Network, we look at wrestling in a different way. So that's why we need you guys to go out and tell your friends about what we are doing here because we love doing this. We want to make this our full-time job. I would be here every single day. I pretty much already am, right, Brett? I got Kayfabe Coffee. I got NXT Night Shift. I got Main Event Mixers. I got the Dusty Finish. I got OTM. I got everything, brother. Everything.
I mean,
Oh, my God. Yeah. What? Yep. That's the reaction you deserve, Bill. You're late, Bill. I like Barstool, some elements of Barstool, not all of Barstool, Eric. I kind of grew out of that phase a little bit. There's a couple characters I like in Barstool. Dirk's still here. Brett's back. Oh, wait. Who's this? What? Okay.
This is what Bill has forced me to do. I turned into Miles Morales.
Okay. All right. He was seeing the Mario movie. Are you less mad now because you like movies?
I do like movies.
You're a movie guy. Are we less mad at Bill? I think we are. We like Bill. We love Bill. I shouldn't say that.
I would like to say this, just as a former MVM who was at the movie theaters with OTM pulled up. So I'm just saying.
And to answer your question, Bill, we have been friends for how many years has it been? I'm trying to do the math. 20 years. It's been 20 years, I think.
Oh yeah.
Been friends for 20 years, and we were born 9 days apart.
Yeah.
So that's why we had the same reaction.
Yeah.
We've been talking very much over these years, so we're going to be talking a lot more going forward on the road to WrestleMania 42, which I will be in attendance for. If you missed it earlier, Mr. OTM is coming to Las Vegas, so if you're going to WrestleMania 2, hit me up. You see my socials right here. You know our socials already. Yep. Let's make some content because, Brett, I guarantee you right now there will be a main event wrestling vlog.
I love it.
Drugs and everything.
Wow.
Hookers and cocaine. No, it's not the hour mark yet. I can't say that.
Yeah,
Shit.
No. Allegedly. You know what I mean? Hey, as long as you're filming it, it's not illegal. That's all I gotta say.
I'm in 116, which is kind of parallel to the entrance ramp. So this photo that I'm going to try to show everybody right now, the blank spot to the right is the stage. So hold on. We're doing this on the fly here. Terrible podcasting, I know. But we're doing a live show, so we can do whatever the hell we want. Wow. So stage is that big space. You see that? The big white space?
Yep.
That's the stage. I'm basically up here. So I'm like parallel to the stage. So like right by the entrance, but in the lower bowl. So I'm in the building. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
The team didn't make the turn, but at least you have your national championship. You can't take that away from me, Brett. It's right back there.
Yeah, that's true.
You see it?
It's true.
Hey,
both of our teams have football national championships in the last decade.
Can anybody else in the comments say the same?
I don't think they can. My basketball team's got a shot for a basketball national championship as well this weekend.
Yeah, I can't say the same there. Good luck to your Wolverines, though. I hope they make it to the championship game because I don't care for Arizona, even though I'm going to Arizona next week. But we're talking about championships. You see a title behind us.
Yep.
Let's crown our new champion because it's pretty obvious. He's been here from the very beginning. He's been very consistent. Yep. We did have a lot of people in here hanging out and giving us some quality stuff this episode, which we do appreciate. But this man, once again, is the new MVM of the On the Mark Wrestling podcast. It is Eric Douglas.
You know what?
Clap it up.
Thank you, Deadpool, for the sounds. But yeah, I mean, Eric was in here. He was giving us some good information. Had some good questions to ask us, and we appreciate it. Again, we appreciate each and every one of you coming in here, spending your evenings with us, hanging out, listening to us chat, listening to me bitch. Listen, you're
gonna get a lot more of that.
Oh yeah, believe me, you're gonna get a lot more.
The people in the OTM community aren't used to bitching because we usually try to look at it from the most. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but you know what I'm getting at here. Brett's gonna tell it like it is. And I do from time to time, but
I am. I just do it all the time. So that's pretty much my whole.
That's the difference between us.
Yeah, that's my whole shtick. So
his isn't a gimmick. It's just him.
No, that's just me. Yep, it's just me.
My tickets were under $1,000. Yeah, Dirk. It was only like $260 for night one, and I'm gonna play the waiting game. Yeah,
they're slicing them. They are
death by paper cut.
They were hurting, so they were like, you know what? Let's actually make it an experience and let the people who
Are real
wrestling.
fans. Yeah.
Enjoy wrestling actually come.
The real fans are buying tickets again.
Yeah, aside from corporations and a bunch of big companies just buying a section of tickets, they finally were like, all right, let's actually bring in the real fans.
And we're coming. We're coming hard.
Pause.
As Brock Lesnar would say. I'm coming, baby, and I'm coming hard. That's what he said.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah. No.
Well,
Come Tuesday? That's too much C-word talk. Bring back the travel packages. I don't have enough money for that, Bill, but I'm sure a lot of people would love to bring them back.
Yeah.
I mean, so here's the breakdown. We got a little time. We usually like to keep it at about an hour. So breakdown of what I spent. Ticket was $260.
Yep.
Flight was $500. So we're at $760.
Yep.
And then it was $800 for the hotel for 4 nights.
So a little over $1,550. $1,500.
And then with like food and drink I'll probably spend $2,000. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
I say that and my voice changes trying to justify the fact
He said it's not that bad. Well, then you got to factor in gambling too, because you might lose some money there. So
I'm a responsible gambler. You know this.
Well,
I'm not.
When you're on drugs and you're doing cocaine, like you
said,
said,
I've never done that.
Hookers
for the
and
record.
blow.
That was a joke, YouTube and Mom.
Was it?
That is one thing I can confirm. I've never tried on air. Hand to God.
Hookers or blow? Which one?
Both.
Oh, we're getting off the rails.
Both.
Oh boy, here we go.
I don't really care anymore.
Get the man both.
I've reached the point of podcasting where I just don't care anymore. You're going to see our most authentic selves, and that's all part of the OTM experience. But Bill said 2,300 when he went to Mania. Came with Mania, Takeover, Raw, Hotel. Holy shit.
Tickets.
And Mania Access? That's great. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Because you get to meet the superstars, too, at Mania Access.
Why was Access spelled with 2 X's? Were there hookers? Was there hookers and blow involved in that?
Bill's getting excited with our conversations here at the end of it. If there was any episode that's going to get taken off the air, it might be this one. Who knows? But I know YouTube doesn't really care, right?
They don't.
They don't care. They don't care. We don't care.
People on stream, we'll be in good shape.
I don't think we're going to be doing that anytime soon. Since Bill was watching the Mario movie, he has a valid excuse, even though he didn't walk away with the MVM. I will not be going to the Hall of Fame. I think me and your son will be doing other things around that time, Dirk. And that's how they spelled it, bruv. Oh, they did spell it with 2 X's back in the day. It's weird, but that's WWE for you. But hey, guys, one last time before we go, subscribe to our channel. We are on the road to 600 subscribers. Make sure you visit the OnTheMarkWrestlingPodcast.com. You can get this wonderful T-shirt.
Yep.
We got some mugs back here, beanies, tank tops, you name it.
Yep.
We got it. We got main event merch as well. And speaking of the main event, we will have a mixer again this Saturday, live at 11 a.m. Eastern. It will be myself, Tino, and the Wrestling Junkies. We're going to be previewing NXT Stand and Deliver. I know we don't talk NXT much on this show, but if you want some NXT talk, you got to go over to the Main Event Wrestling Network because that is where it's at. Brett, any final remarks before we sign off for episode 285?
Everybody, love everybody. If you need help, if you feel alone, there's always somebody there for you, all right? Tell somebody you love them. It could change their life, right? It could literally save their life, all right? Enjoy what you got. Enjoy wrestling. Let's stop trying to nitpick at every little thing that happens. All right? Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the product. Let's enjoy life, and let's have a good April, everybody.
Hell yeah. Let's have a good April. We're going to have a great April over here. We're making main event moves as always, and thank you all for listening to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast.